one of the reasons why I still do what I do on Airman Vision is because of my experience and my story. Came into the Air Force and did not know anything about any of these jobs. I think had I been able to have been afforded more information, I would have probably made a different decision, because I was not a maintainer person. I didn't really know like what to expect. And it was just like, well, this seems kind of cool. Like, you got to work on aircraft. Like, why not? But I think if I would have seen like, you know, some videos or like how things go, based on like all the stuff that I watch now, because I literally all the YouTube videos that I've uploaded to this channel, I've watched all of those plus 10 times more of those videos, because I had to comb through the entire like Defense Department database system to get these videos. And so I have watched literally like thousands of job videos now. And yeah, I'm just, maintenance doesn't fit me. And that's what I was. And so I think that's part of, you know, why I didn't stay in, being educated and knowing like what you want to do. And so like my biggest advice is like, gather as much information as you can. And that's what I'm trying to do with Airman Vision, is make it as easy as possible for people to gather as much information as possible without you having to spend, you know, 80 hours going all over the internet. Make it so you only have to spend 20 hours in one location, but you get basically all the information that's out there anyways. I mean, when I joined back in 2012, 2013, there was nothing. Some of the job videos that I went back in the defense like department system thing, I'm back, there's like some from 2012, 2011, maybe 15 job videos back then. And they are horrendous. Yeah. And they look like they were shot on a potato. So it is very bad. News reports. Like, Airman such and such from the such and such unit did this. And like, it's like, that's it. And I'm like, it's like a 40-second clip. And I'm like, I wouldn't have got no information from this. Like, but that's just the way media was back then, which is absolutely wild to watch going back through the archives. And I was like, this was only 15 years ago. This was only 12 years ago. And how different the media is back then to now is unreal, because like the top public affairs airmen like making broadcasts back then would be like put to shame by the worst public affairs airmen that exist in the Air Force today. Like, that's how much technology and media has advanced. I think there's, you know, a lot of space to get more information out there. But Jaden, if you're looking into jobs, I have videos that are going to be posting all the way for the next like 3 months. So go back and watch all the video. The last 150 videos that I've posted on this YouTube channel are all job interview videos or job detailed videos. Like, that's the reason why I'm creating this catalog, is because signing 6 years. Well, I had a conversation with somebody the other day and I was like, the military is the only thing in our society you can't like take backsies on. And we expect high schoolers to make that commitment. And I'm like, you can get married and divorced in the same month. Like, you could buy a house and then just walk away from it. Like, yeah, you're going to have to like pay some like repercussion prices for that. Like, if you foreclose on your home, but like, you can just like leave and do whatever. You can't just join the military and then not show up. Like, that's not a thing. And I'm like, everything else in life, you can get a job and you could just not show up. You can like start college and just not show up. You can get married and just not show up. Like, I mean, yeah, you kind of have to deal with the consequences, but like, not to the extent that the military is. When you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to commit to you for 6 years. There is nothing else in our society that has that level of commitment required. And I'm like, people joining the military, like, you need to be more informed on your decision to join the military than any other decision that you make in your life. And I truly believe that.
100%.
And so that's where I'm like, the more information, the more job information, the easier we can make it for future recruits. If the military is struggling to get people to join, I think one of the biggest hurdles of that is because nobody has to commit to 6 years of anything in their life. And you're asking people with just starting their path in life to be like, commit to this. People, in order to feel comfortable committing to 6 years of their life to something, they need to be very comfortable with that. That's why Airman Vision, I'm still doing what I do, because I feel like that mission set forth to like really help educate and inform people on their decision. Going back and watching all these job interview videos, I still feel like it still doesn't answer all the questions. It still doesn't, inform the gap that people have. And I still remember how I felt back in 2012, reading through the list of jobs that I qualified for, trying to Google them and going, what the heck am I like trying to sign up for 6 years? Like, I don't even understand this. And you want me to say, yeah, I'll do that for 6 years. Like, that's scary for a lot of people. Hopefully the next year, really going to try to like push out more job specific stuff. Cause I think that's one of the biggest things to getting people to be properly informed.
And I'll say this, Jaden, if anyone else out there is dead set on joining the Air Force and doesn't know what job to pick, for one, find something that interests you. And two, which is very close to number one, find something that is easily transitionable over into the civilian side. For example, you want to do research for the future. You want to set yourself up for success in the future. You're not going to be in the Air Force until you're 65 years old. Everyone that kind of either leaves the Air Force early, does their full 20 years, they get out and do some sort of civilian job. So make sure whatever you do in the Air Force, you enjoy, so that way you can get that experience, get your degrees in the military, for when you get out, you can transition right into a civilian job. And then you also kind of research the salaries that also come with the job. Obviously, if it pays good on the civilian job, on the civilian side, and you're like what you're doing, I would go with that.